Hey everyone, a Monday update and a big update it is today. We're going to get to the Monday Night Football game, college basketball tips today. I just want to touch base on that real quick. And I'm going to give you a free college basketball lean out of the gate here in front of the NFL game we're going to talk about and how I would bet this game tonight. Um, and then at the end of the video, we'll talk about a bad football weekend and what's on deck here today. So we got a big prop play tonight in the NFL game. The only way I'm attacking this game is with props. And they involve the same player. There's two of them. One of them's a 7-unit pick. Since we've been putting up prop bets since August, this is only the second top play I've had in props all year. That's how much I like this one. But that being said, college basketball's here. This year, I'm bringing on full-time Tim Fines as my small conference guru. This guy knows small conferences on the East Coast as well as anybody on the planet. He jumped in mid-season last year and started slipping in some picks, and he was hitting at a very high rate. He did my WNBA this year. And by the way, he went 64% against the WNBA. There's only two sports he handicaps. Small conference basketball stays away from Power 5 totally. Specialization's the key to success. He dials it in. And we're going to be doing a podcast live on Twitter on Wednesday. Now, speaking of Twitter, why is that substantial? Because yesterday I put out all 4 of his futures picks in these small conferences for teams to win the conference on his futures bets, including the pick of the year. All free. Twitter at TGeorgeSports. Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Central. A podcast discussing these conferences. Media days that he went to. Closed practices that he got into to go to. He's got a lot of inside intel on these small conferences. So that being said, today we'll have a 2-pack. All small conference plays, but be sure and tune in on Wednesday and get a taste for this guy's takes. You will not be disappointed. It's going to be a great 1-2 punch in college basketball this year. I'm going to be doing, obviously, my Mo Valley. I always do. A little bit of Ohio Valley as well. I concentrate more in mid-majors and small conferences than I do Power 5. Now, we do Power 5 conferences, but the 60% of my picks or more are going to be out of these small conferences, hidden gems, under the radar games. That's the approach we're taking this year because we're dead serious about being one of the top basketball services out there. That is my goal. It's my goal every year, but this one here specifically, we're dialed in. Doing a lot of work in the offseason. Both of us have. It's going to pay off. So, at George Sports, go get 4 free futures picks. Go get them. Follow me. Now, that being said, today, a small lean on Quinnipiac playing Rhode Island. They are catching 9.5 now, and it's going up. This is a team, we had a discussion this morning. This is a team that returns all 5 starters that were in their conference championship game last year. Rhode Island's in rebuild mode. They had to bring in 2 transfers to fill the roster. This is too many points for them. Quinnipiac's an experienced, veteran-led team that has some players, and he thinks they'll cover that number. Small lean. We're not putting grandma's bonds on it. We're not selling the house. We're not selling the kids' college funds. It's early in the season. But just a small lean there on Quinnipiac, plus the 9.5 versus Rhode Island, an Atlantic 10 team. So, let's get to this football game tonight. I don't like the game. I don't like the game at all. The only way I'll play it, and I'll play it with you for a $100 bill. I'm going to do a same game, 2-team, 6-point teaser. I think it's a coin flip on the side. I really do. I might even lean New Orleans a little bit. But after what we saw yesterday, anything is possible in this game. And I really don't trust the Ravens on the road a whole lot, which is why I like 2 things to happen tonight. You never know what you're going to get with the Saints because they get involved in shootouts. Now, one thing about the Ravens is they're a team that's not in their last 6 games, they've only scored over 23 points once. They're not going to get involved in a shootout. Harbaugh knows if they get involved in a shootout, they're probably not going to win. I think you're going to see a little more defense in this game than anything else. So what I would do in this ball game here is I would do a same game, 2-team, 6-point teaser. I would take the Saints, tease them up to 8. Why is that significant? Just on the side play for a minute. Yesterday, 7 games landed on either 3 or 7. Those are key numbers in the NFL. You're betting into numbers. You're not betting into games. So you were able to tease them through 3, through 6, and through 7. Those are all key numbers. And what ought to be a tight ball game? Catching 8 with a home dog on Monday Night Football. That's relatively substantial in terms of value. Then on the total, I tease it up from 46 to 52 and take the under. That's what I would do on Monday Night Football. I don't want anything to do with this game. Let's get to what's on deck today at DocSports.com and tell you a little bit about the weekend, which wasn't a good one. For some things, other things it was good. But we have a 4-unit best bet in the NBA. We're on a 5-1 run. We have a 2-pack in college basketball. 5-unit card, 3-unit play, 2-unit play to open it up. And in the prop arena, we have a 2-prop card in the NFL for Monday Night Football. A rare 7-unit topic. I've only had one top play in props since August. I keep them low vault, 3 2-unit picks. Chug along, winning more than we're losing, that sort of thing. The last time we had a 7-unit prop, it won big time. And it was a Major League Baseball player prop. Which we did over 64% this year for pitcher props in Major League Baseball with props. But we have these 2 bets involve the same player tonight. It's over at DocSports.com. Daily prop cards are $25. Go get it. You get a free $60 link in the description below. We're passing in the NHL today. There's only 3 games. I don't like any of them. Kind of thought about Calgary a little bit, but looks too easy. So we'll live to fight another day. We'll be back on Tuesday there. Yesterday, I want to thank everybody briefly for the NASCAR business. We ended up on an 11-5 tear. It was a tumultuous season. We ended up with profit. We ended up with plus units. And we've been one of the best NASCAR handicappers out there for the last 3 years. This year, probably not the best. But figuring out these next-gen cars, and we had like 12 different drivers win in the first 15 races or something. It was just a very tumultuous year, and books really limited your options deep into the field. They just want to put out big-name drivers, the Logano's, the Hamlins, the Harvicks, the Larsons, the Elliots, Truex Juniors of the world, and I'm leaving some big names out, Kozlowski's, But yesterday we were able to get Joey Logano plus 110 over Chase Elliott for a 7-unit pick. Not only did he win the bet, he won the race and he won the Monster Cup Championship. And we thought he had a strong car, thought he would win that race, and definitely thought he would get over on Elliott. He didn't even finish in the top 10, I don't think. So we got a big win there. Thank you for your NASCAR business. In the NFL and college football this weekend, we got our butt kicked. Tell you like it is. We've been humming along all year. We've had a couple of losing weekends. We've had a bunch of winning weekends. We had a huge run. College football still 10-3 the last 4 Saturdays against the spread with 2 and 2 on top picks. We took Clemson. They never got off the bus. They got their butt handed to them by Notre Dame. I didn't see it coming. I thought that was a weak line, and I was wrong. Yesterday we had a top pick on Tampa Bay. They pushed. I went with Tampa Bay. I took some chances this weekend, and that's why I only had 2 picks out. And we lost the teaser because Kansas City almost got beat last night. We had them down to 6. Thought they would get over on Tennessee with that passing game. Mahomes went for over 400 yards. Still couldn't get past them by more than 3 points. But we took Green Bay, thought they would. Green Bay has firmly established their identity. They suck. If you follow me on Twitter, at TGeorgeSports, I mentioned that during the game. They're a bad football team. Bad football team. If I'm not mistaken, they got Dallas on deck. Good luck. It's just a bad football team. You put up 9 points against the worst defense in the NFL. You were scoreless at halftime, dude. Okay. Found out with my own money. But nonetheless, an 0-1 and 2 day in the NFL. It happens. We've had a lot of winning weekends. We'll bounce back this week, promise you. Last time we had a losing weekend, the following weekend we went 7-0 in college and pro. So, sorry about a bad weekend in the NFL. Get over to Docs, take advantage of that free $60. Go get that big prop card tonight. Booyah, get hooked up for college basketball. Come on.